It's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. We are in my home away from home, traveling all around the United States of America, of course, with Wheatley American Vodka at our sides. Today we are in Arizona, and today we have an incredible guest, the EST Triple Crown Champion of WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bianca Belair.
Woo!
Yeah. We need a studio audience.
I always forget I'm a Triple Crown champion.
It's not easy.
You know, it's not easy. I held that last one for about 30 seconds.
I feel like, wow, you're at a level where you're so successful, and this happens. This does happen, that you're in that rare air where you don't even know all your own achievements.
Yeah.
How great is that?
It's really cool. I one of my favorite parts of doing things is hearing the intro.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I did do that. Oh, I did do that. Oh, I did do that. Okay. It's humbling.
You ever do media where all they've read about you is what's on your Wikipedia, and you can tell by how they're interviewing you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I have to educate them a lot on what they're saying.
It's not fun, guys. I'd rather you come in knowing nothing. Know nothing. Let me explain it to you versus I don't know what's on my Wikipedia.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I don't either. I just can tell. Yeah.
Well, you have a much prettier drink there in your hands. I assume Wheatley American Vodka involved. What are you drinking?
I am drinking the bougiest, sparkliest Cosmo. Okay, we have Wheatley American Vodka in here, triple sec, cranberry, lime juice, and we top it off with a splash of champagne.
Wow. All the EST things. There's actually a moment. I don't know if I regret it as much as I just felt stupid. I think you remember this moment where we were doing our cover shoot.
Okay, for 2K.
We were doing the cover shoot, and you were doing EST puns.
Oh, I do EST puns a lot.
But you were doing them as we were going to the point where I was standing there in the middle, and I realized, oh my gosh, I just...
Yeah, I mean, I was like 10 deep. I was the strongest, the fastest, the cutest, the sparkliest, the greatest, the toughest.
Yeah, it's about then I figured it out.
The sweetest. And he was just like, oh, I get it.
So slow.
It's really?
Yeah, I felt like a dummy.
A minute later?
Good moment, though. It was a good moment. With Wheatley American Vodka, we like to consider myself and the Wheatley team the American Dream Team. Everybody has a dream team, or particularly with what we do in sports entertainment, pro wrestling, you need a team, need teammates. Who makes up your American Dream Team?
My dream team of just inside wrestling, outside wrestling?
Whatever you want it to be. If we're going off of, we haven't really set parameters on this, and this is what we got from WWE Women's Champion Bayley, was her cat, the Golden State Warriors, and the dog. So the team, so if I'm making a team, it's going to be a War Games team, a Survivor Series. Eventually, I think when the show gets a little more off the rails, we're just going to say, hey, it's pick 4 wrestlers, whatever it might be. But your team can be whatever you want it to be.
I feel the American Dream Team of Bianca Belair, it's more that goes into me than just inside the ring.
Yeah.
A lot that goes into this. So my dream team would be family. Had to have somebody from family there. So my husband, Montez Ford.
Yeah.
My sewing machine, because I can't go to the ring without my gear.
Yeah.
Let me think. Right now, my tag team partner.
Yeah.
Jade. And who else would be on my dream team?
So far, you got a great dream team.
Let's see, I got family on there. I have my sewing machine, my tag team partner, and my braid.
The braid?
The braid.
Wow.
The braid is part of the dream team.
That's a great team. That's a great team.
The braid is part of the dream team.
I'd also take pride in the fact that your team only is composed of 2 other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, technically, this is a third person.
Yeah.
Actually, her name is Destiny.
Mind of her own?
Yes. She does her own thing, and she has her own move. She hits people.
Yeah.
When
I was away from WWE, I was watching a lot of the whipping other people
hair
with
whip.
it, and I thought I was always blown away by. I think I asked my wife one time. I was like, "Is the noise put in post? Is the noise a bit?" And then she was like, "No, it's
It's real.
Surreal. And then I think it was one time that somebody had like the mark
Yep.
on their side. I was like, whoa, this is wild.
Yeah, what's crazy about that, a lot of people think, even still to this day, they're like, oh, they're adding sound effects.
Yeah.
Or she puts something in it to make that noise. Nope, there's no sound effects. And then there was Becky,
Yeah.
who, she was the one that had all the marks on her stomach. And people swore up and down that it was makeup.
Yeah.
Like, why would they put makeup on it? It's like, it's not makeup. It's real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the braid it's a real thing.
It's got a mind of its own.
It has a mind of its own.
Is the braid a baby face or a heel?
It can be either. Because, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this, though. In NXT, I was a heel.
Yeah.
NXT.
Yeah.
But I think, when as a heel, she can be a heel when she just starts hitting people for no reason. She starts tripping people.
Yeah.
And I really can't control it. I'm like, girl, why did you do that? And she's like, because I felt like it. As a baby face, she is more of her number one rule is do not touch my hair.
Sure.
So when people touch it and all the girls want to pull on it, then it's justified. And that's when she comes out and she has to do her thing. She whips people.
This is very fascinating, and I would not accuse you of this. It seems as if you're pretty much able to justify any of your actions based on the fact that it's another party,
Technically, that's
a beautiful thing.
She does her own thing.
This is hair related. We're already off the rails of what I was supposed to ask you, what I thought I was going to ask you, but I have a group chat with several men who are going bald.
Uh-oh.
And part of it makes my day because I mean this. I'm very unlikely to ever go bald. My grandfather had a full head of hair until like the very end. It's a very thick hair. I think it's the exact same. My dad didn't go bald, so I don't think it's happening for me. And I have to cut my hair legitimately once a week.
Really?
That's the quickness to which it grows and gets puffed up, whatever maybe. But anyways, via this group chat that I enjoy hearing them talk about all the things they're going to do. They've gone to Turkey to get the hair replacement surgery. Yeah. They're talking about stem cells. They're doing all kinds of, they're leaving the country just to fight. This is the term you'll hear all the time. They're always like, you got to fight. They use all the products in the shower, all this aside, I have them completely convinced that LA Knight wears an elaborate hairpiece. Even though it should be clearly his hair. He's got great hair, super handsome guy. But I've convinced them that that's what you need. That the Jackie and the hair and makeup girls have it in a case, just like Sean Connery's. It's very elaborate. I
mean, honestly, in this day and age,
right?
It's very believable.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of things you can do to make the hair like it's growing out of the head.
Yeah.
So and his hair is like very full and fluffy.
Yeah.
It looks so healthy. It could look fake.
Could be be an elaborate hairpiece.
But what's the thing? Like if you're going bald, why hold on to it?
Well, so
like it can be.
My
bald
thoughts exactly.
Is a vibe.
I grew up I'm very much like a '90s kid. A lot of the heartthrobs of the '90s were already bald or going bald.
Yeah.
And some of the best wrestlers ever of this period are also at the worst state, like full crown missing, and not really covering it up. Like, I mean.
They're just owning it.
Yeah, just own it. It was just part of the as you get a little older, you go bald. I think there was a whole different outlook on it now because you can do anything. You can have hair.
Yeah.
I guess it's a shameful thing. I don't know, but I feel like again, if the shoe was on the other foot, maybe I would feel differently in terms of my bald friends and not. But I always feel like if I was going bald,
you just gotta own it.
Just go.
I mean, I'm kind of bald in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hair in the middle of my head because I wear the braids so much. My hair is about this short.
Yeah.
And after Tiffany pulled it at the Royal Rumble, I'm like a bald head skittle diddle. I ain't got no hair in the middle.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I just own it. I own it, Did you
get into a altercation with Tiffany over it?
We had a match.
Yeah.
I beat her.
There it is.
So I play fair.
Revenge.
Yeah, that's the best revenge. Play fair.
Hair's not what I thought we were going to talk about, but it's a very interesting thing.
My bald spot in the middle of my head.
And you said skittle diddle?
I'm a bald head skittle diddle. I ain't got no hair in the middle.
That's such a good line. Oh my gosh.
I think it's a song.
Bald head skittle diddle?
Oh, wait. I'm thinking about bald head scallywag. Ain't got no hair in the back. I got hair in the back, though. Nobody knows. That's a song.
Good. I don't know.
Bald head scallywag. Ain't got no hair in the back.
Who sings the song?
Gelled up, weaved up. Your hair is messed up.
Yes.
I think it's chicken, pop, pop, chicken.
Do you know who sings this song?
Head. Ooh, I should know.
Yeah,
Wait.
you know the words.
I do know who sings this song. Oh, it's like middle school.
Yeah.
It's like a classic.
Okay.
Like this was like when I ran track and we were on the bus driving to the next cities. We were in the back singing all these songs.
That's good.
Word for word.
I was about to ask you about track actually. Before I do, I didn't get to tell you this is a American Mule, ginger beer, lime juice, and of course Wheatley American vodka as well. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. So you said something about track, and I was going to ask you. Several different schools of higher education. Which one was your favorite?
Ooh. Honestly, I started off at University of South Carolina.
Yeah.
Then I transferred to Texas A&M. And then I ended up at University of Tennessee.
Yeah.
So I graduated from the University of Tennessee, and I'm from Knoxville, so I went back home. But it's hard. It's hard between South Carolina and Tennessee.
Yeah.
Those were like my two favorite.
All American.
Yeah, All-American hurdler, 100-meter hurdles, 400-meter hurdler. But they were both my favorite. Maybe, but South Carolina probably because it was so much fun. But that's probably why I ran so slow.
Yeah.
So my favorite for a different reason. I still have like lifelong friends from South Carolina.
Yeah.
But Tennessee is, my mom graduated from there.
Yeah.
I got to graduate from there. I went back home, really turned things back around for myself at Tennessee.
Wow.
And probably had the best experience at Tennessee.
What was I going to say? So Tennessee, do you know the words to Rocky Top?
Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old
do.
Rocky Top. Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee. Now, the verse, not so much, just the chorus. That's the part you sing at the football games.
You know, there's a wrestler who once on a road trip with me is no longer, actually, he's in his final year, apparently. He once memorized all of the words to Rocky Top just for one house show that we were doing in Knoxville, and then sent the crowd home singing it. And it was one of the most amazing things I've
Yes, it's
ever
worth it.
seen. Yeah,
It's worth it.
That's great. Yeah.
If you ever go to a Tennessee football game, it's so much orange.
Yeah.
It's like I grew up watching Tennessee football.
Yeah.
My parents had cookouts, especially the year that they won the national championship.
Yeah.
It's like one of my childhood memories. The whole city turns orange. The whole entire stadium sings it. It's like something. If you're from Knoxville, you know Rocky Top.
How do you feel about Peyton Manning?
I love Peyton Manning. I actually just got to meet Peyton Manning.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
We went to the Receiver Netflix premiere.
Ah.
And I
George
found
Kittle.
Yes.
Shout out to George Kittle. Yep.
Yep. I met him, took a picture with him, but I saw Peyton Manning and I was just like, I low-key was stalking him. And I was just like, okay, I really want to get a picture with Peyton Manning. I was one of those. And
I
then
feel like an All-American.
Yeah.
Same school. That's That's an easy in.
Yep.
It's automatic. It's like being in a secret society.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when Tennessee, it just bonds people. And all you have to do is just like say, go Vol. And the person turns their head and they're like, go Vol, go Big Orange. You like have that automatic connection.
What's the dog's name? Smokey?
Smokey.
So as much as like you're a true Tennessee D1 SEC, like you're the real deal. I didn't go to college, but my weekends in Georgia were spent in Athens.
Okay.
So I became a huge UGA fan. And a lot of my friends will tell you they went to UGA. They went to like Georgia Southern for 4 years, and then they checked into UGA for the diploma there at the end. But I was a big UGA and Athens person. And that rivalry, I feel like, is less than it used to be.
Yeah.
It's because everyone just ended up hating Alabama so much.
Alabama and Florida.
Yeah.
Those are the bigger rivalries.
Swamp.
For Tennessee. But still, Georgia's the big rivalry. But I actually took a visit to Georgia.
Yeah?
Yeah. I really liked it.
Athens is a cool spot.
It is.
Yeah, between the hedges.
Yeah.
But Tennessee, so I was going to ask, because you're All-American, you just kind of said it, All-American, and we've also said, like, Triple Crown champion. All-American at a D1 school at that level is insanely unbelievable. Cheers to that.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
That's
Thank you.
amazing. What's harder? Winning a championship in WWE or being an All-American on that level?
Well, they're both in their own separate lanes. I will say for track, I really feel like track is one of the hardest sports out there.
Yeah.
Like, not just physically, but mentally. For one, physically, because I've never had a harder workout than a track workout. I've had track workouts where like your body is cramping and you're throwing up and you're like in between life and death. You're like, I don't know which way I want to go right now. Like everything is just it's nothing worse than a track workout, a sprint track workout. So physically it's hard. But mentally, I feel like it's more mentally hard. Like, you got to think about a sprinter, right?
Yeah.
If you run the 100, you're running somewhere between, for a man, 9 seconds for a female, somewhere between 12 seconds for like hurdles, 100-meter or 100-meter hurdles. You're training all year long for something around 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And even more so as a hurdler, sometimes it's not even the best person wins that day. It's who has the more perfect race.
Right.
Like, you look at Lolo Jones, who was supposed to win the Olympics, and she falls over the last hurdle.
Ugh.
And she's never been able to make it back and win the Olympics. Like, she's never been able to win since then. So it's really hard mentally. You train all year long for 10 seconds. It's so quick. One error can mess you up. And majority of the time in track and field, unless you're top, you don't win a lot. You're, the top people, they're the ones that win all the time. But for the most part, you're just out there running against yourself. You're there to beat your last time. So imagine just training all year long and you hardly ever win, if ever.
Yeah.
You might be in the top, 8 here and there. You're fighting for lanes, but like mentally, it's so hard. But it's kind of the same, thing with wrestling. It's hard physically. I feel like on your body, what goes up must come down. We're hitting mats. We're going through tables. We're hitting each other with kendo sticks. I remember my very first time in my very first tryout hitting the ropes and going back to my hotel. I'm like, why does my back hurt? And it's like black and blue bruises.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what is this?
Yeah.
And just the ropes, like hitting the ropes was hard, and having to wear helmets and having to learn new moves. But and then on top of that, the travel here.
Yeah.
Sometimes I say I feel like we don't necessarily get paid to wrestle, we get paid to travel.
Yeah. Go
They said this
everywhere.
is your home away from home. Your family shares you with the WWE universe, but it's hard. The same thing, hard physically and mentally here. It's so much.
When you walked on the bus, I was literally like this, and I heard the word overstimulated, and I was like, I could use to be overstimulated.
Yeah, like I took a 4 a.m. flight this morning, and I didn't sleep, but we go out there and we wrestle, and we go to WrestleMania when we're wrestling in front of 70,000 people, and we're on live TV, and it's just like same thing. You can't. There's no error, and if you do, you have to recuperate. You have to make sure that nobody knows that there's error. So, I feel like equally they're just as hard. It's just in their own lane.
Yeah. You mentioned the name Little Flojo, which then had me thinking about your partner on your American Dream Team and your husband. And do you have a nickname for Tez? Is there a nickname for? So you gotta.
You know what? I just call him Babe all the time.
Yeah.
To the point where it's very annoying. Like if you come.
I've even heard you say Babe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think I ever used his real name.
Wow.
And it's funny because his family's nickname for him is KC.
Yeah.
They call him KC, and I have never called him that. Never. And that's what his family actually calls him. And if you're around us and you come to our house, I would be so annoying. So I'm just like, babe. Or if I'm talking to somebody else, I always say my husband. My husband. Yeah.
That's a sense of pride.
It's cringe. Yeah.
A cringe, right? It's a prideful thing. Your husband, you guys have a show together.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
It was fun.
Yeah?
I was actually very nervous about it. Like, I was somebody who said, I would never do reality TV. I don't want to do reality TV.
Yep.
I didn't even think I had the
Those are who
personality
they come
for
after,
it.
by the way.
Yeah.
The ones who don't want
I
to.
was like, I shouldn't have said that. But I learned to never say never because I was now nevering like I nevered before. I'm all of a sudden on this reality series with my husband. I always thought he had the personality for it because, like, who you see in the ring with him, he's this wild, crazy man. That's who he is at home.
Yeah.
It's like 7 a.m., yelling, screaming, dancing. Like, he's overstimulated all the time.
I need that energy.
All the time, yeah. Me, when I'm home, I'm more like laid back. I'm just more so doing things like fixing stuff around the house and DIYing and sewing. But anyway, I always said I never wanted to do it. And then we did it, and it was a great experience.
Do you ever see him getting fat? Because he's in like the top shape. But do you ever see him getting fat? Would you be hot if he got fat?
No.
Would you? Yeah.
No. But just more little cushion for me to lean on.
Yeah.
But no, he's this man eats so much. Like when we go out to eat, he orders 3 meals.
I actually have been with him once where 2 steaks came, and I thought, like, Is he doing it for us? Is it a
No.
bit? Oh,
No.
dang.
He
Okay.
orders 2 steaks, and
Yeah.
most of the time they have salmon too.
What a.
And they always ask,
Oh my
Is
gosh.
somebody else coming?" Like, nope. He just.
Just for him.
And sometimes they'll
Yeah.
get confused. He'll order 2 steaks and a salmon, and they think he's ordering for me. So they just bring me a steak and him a steak. And he's like, "No, I meant 2 steaks for me."
Yeah.
Yeah, this man eats. I said salmon right. You know, for so long I said the L.
How?
I said salmon.
Salmon?
Somebody said the L is silent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
guess,
was like
yeah.
30 something years old when they finally was like,
Salmon?
The L is silent. So, but
How do you say caramel?
caramel?
Caramel? Yeah.
I say caramel.
So I also feel like the only time I've ever said caramel ever was right then and that.
Yeah, I don't say
moment.
caramel.
Yeah.
I don't say caramel.
Salmon.
So, yeah, sorry, I went out on a rant there.
No, I was asking if he got fat. Would you be upset?
I wouldn't be upset, but I don't
Yeah.
see that. He could the only way he would ever like get bigger would be in his stomach area because his legs won't grow. His legs are like the number 11.
Okay.
Like, he squats all the time.
They're just not growing.
They just won't grow. He's so
We're not
jealous.
trying to
of
shame.
my
We're not trying to
legs.
shame his legs.
I love
'cause
his little 11 legs.
I have have I already told the story about my legs and Eve on the show yet? Oh, okay. Eve Torres was doing a photo shoot and I was behind her. It was an ID shoot. You know, I like get us all lined up. We're all timed whenever we're supposed to go. And my legs are not anything to write home about. They're not big legs. But she said to me, I was doing the shoot, and she said, I wish I had your legs. And in my mind, for like a few seconds, I thought like, oh, she meant like muscular, like my legs must look good. And then I realized, no, she meant she had for her, that my legs would have been good for her. And I thought, oh, that my legs must be really small then. Yeah, she was like, oh, your legs. And it was for her. So no, so you wouldn't be mad if you got fat?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to warn everybody. When this is done, I'd like to at least put on 75 to 100 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying maybe like 25.
No. I want anything that's even like jaw. I want it gone. I want it gone. I've done this since I was 14. I've been working out since I was 14. Which
Same.
shouldn't
Yeah.
start working out when you're 14, but I was like redneck parents and my dad and everything. I was like, I was just like, yeah, I don't know. Tommy Bahama shirt, khaki shorts, like red, like sunburnt, kind of just consistently. It's just, I don't know what that look is, but that's my ideal
Okay.
60s.
So when we see you come back, we're like, whoa, Cody let himself go.
Yeah, I saw him backstage. He was good, but bro, he wasn't lying about the 75 to 100 pound.
Man, I mean, that sounds like a great life, though. You can just eat whatever you want to eat.
Yeah.
I've been training since
Yeah, since you said you were 3 years old when you started doing stuff?
track.
Oh,
3 years
man.
old, track, and started gymnastics at 5.
Yeah. Could you eat whatever you want as a little kid?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's...
Yes.
I want Liberty to just get into everything.
Yeah.
So that she can eat whatever she wants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we ate whatever we wanted. I
Nice.
mean, but I played so many sports though. Like in
Yeah.
high school,
Yeah.
I did track, but I also in the winter time, I also played basketball. But I was also a cheerleader.
Yeah.
But we also had indoor track. So
You were
when
in
we
it.
had basketball games,
Yeah.
I would play basketball for the girls. So I'd be in my basketball uniform because, the girls' game was first, the guys' game was second.
Mm.
I played basketball for the girls, and then after our game was over, I would change to my cheerleading uniform and then come out there and I would cheer for the boys and like flip down the court because I was the flipper and come back.
Oh, yeah.
And then those were on game days, but then on a regular day, I would go to cheerleading practice for half of the practice for an hour, and then I would go to basketball practice for the last half of basketball practice,
Yeah.
and then after that, I would go to track practice at 7 p.m. for indoor track and be at track practice till 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So I could eat whatever I
So,
want
yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah.
But then I started dieting, like my junior and senior year, because I got really obsessed with trying to lose weight to run fast in track. But yeah.
You're talking about dieting, and I know you've competed.
Mm-hmm.
You've competed. Babe, Tez has also
Yeah.
competed. Does he have his pro card?
Yeah. Yeah. We both got our pro card our first time competing.
That's wild. That's
Yeah.
wild. There's a producer at WWE, Davari, of course. He did a show one morning that we had a live event, and he was a producer on the live event, and he told me he just did the show to get the pictures.
I
Like
believe
he
that.
dialed in, got his shredded. He just wanted the pictures, so that was all he did it for.
I
Yeah.
believe that
Yeah.
because how you look on stage,
Mhm.
it's not sustainable at all.
Had you ever been to a bodybuilding show before?
I had been to one before, like years ago.
Talk about
Yeah.
it. That's a world.
Yeah, and, you know, I gained a respect for that too because I thought it was just like an aesthetic type of thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was very superficial. But going through it is so much discipline. For me, like the working out part was the easy part because I work out
Yeah.
all the time. It was really the dieting. It's you have to be so strict. You have to the water, and then it's just very redundant, like grilled chicken and broccoli, and that's all you're eating. Oatmeal. But it was really cool because you got to see your body. It's kind of like you were sculpting your body, and you could sculpt it, and you would see it change, and you felt so accomplished at the end.
Yeah.
But I gained a respect for them. But the hardest part for me actually was after. It was after because, like I said, when you're on stage and you see yourself and you look amazing, you want to hold on to that, but that's not attainable.
Yeah.
Because you can't do that. It's not sustainable. Like you can't hold on to that. But then you still find yourself
One-time
trying
use,
to.
really, yeah.
Exactly. So I could see somebody going for the pictures and being like,
Yeah, you get 'em.
okay, got
That's
the
me.
pictures.
Yeah. Okay, so I asked about the reality show. I did a reality show with Brandy. We did one. One episode was Liberty being born.
Oh,
Like I have that forever. I was
Yeah.
barely filming, so
That's nice.
they captured all
Yeah.
this, and that was really so. I would actually do it all again. Talking about the pro card, talking about that, it kind of segues to my next question, but also I don't really know how it would segue. I'm very curious. How do you like making your gear?
yes.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like.
It's like a toxic relationship, though.
Yeah, like it just. I remember. So this was like right when I came back, because you were actually. I don't know. There's a photo of us, but you're the first person I met from the roster.
Yep.
Because I was under the stage.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're the first person I met, and you had just wrestled, and this is an incredible match. And I remember just being under there. I think Tamario was with me, and like I said hi to you. But then it was like a couple weeks after that, I was on the road, and I saw you just sitting at the monitor, like gluing crystals onto your tights, and I thought that's a commitment. Like that's a bit, but you like doing it.
I like doing it. It's like I said, it's like a toxic love-hate relationship. You know, I always tell people it saves me money, but it doesn't save me time.
Yeah.
And I started doing it when I was in NXT because I actually started making and sewing when I was a little girl, but when I was doing CrossFit, I was making and sewing on my outfits.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I stood out in CrossFit. I was wearing like these tutus and these big bows, and I was getting all these sponsorships, and people are like, how is this girl getting these sponsorships? She's only been doing it for 6 months. Well, for one, I was good, but also too, I was branding myself. And so I wanted to bring that same energy when I got into WWE. And I tried to go to seamstress and gear makers, and it's rough.
Yeah.
And if you get a good one, it's great.
But
But
even a
it's-
good one takes time with
Yeah.
you until you figure each other out.
Yeah. And sometimes what I have in my brain, I can't vocalize it. And so then when they make it, I'm like, that's not what I was thinking. But also too, I don't really know what I'm thinking. So I was like, let me just try to do it myself. So my husband bought me a sewing machine, 2016, and I started watching YouTube. I've never taken a sewing class. Started watching YouTube and started doing trial and error. I look back at some of my gear I made in NXT, and I'm like, why did no one tell me that was awful? But
Even if they had told you it was awful, I found this with the Nightmare Factory. Is I tell them about 3 weeks out from their showcase, like, does anybody have any questions about gear, tanning? I always say tanning too, like a couple of these like vanity little things. I always ask, and no one says anything, and then they get there and they're children, they're kids, you know, like, but I know they're gonna look back and be like, they thought they looked cool, they thought they looked like, I wasn't trying to like pry, I was looking to help you a little bit. It's we don't know. We don't know, and as the learning curve goes, and every time you do this you get better at it, you get
it's
better
part of
at
the process. It's a part of the process, and that's what like it happened here, and I feel like I've gotten so much better with it. I had like a set type of pattern that I always did, a certain set of style of gear I always made. And then that WrestleMania that you saw me at, that gear that I had on, that was my very first time trying something different from what I usually did.
Yeah.
A fan did a design of my gear.
Fan design.
Yep, I saw it 3 years prior.
Yeah.
And I remember I took a screenshot of it and I was like, I'll never be able to make that. Like, I don't know how to do that. I have to get somebody else to do it. But then I take so much pride in what I do now. It's like, I can't imagine somebody else making my gear. It would just feel really weird.
Yeah.
But then I tried it and I did it in like 2 days.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm better than I thought. So then I just started pushing the boundary even more. And I love it. I'm exhausted all the time. Like you said, like I'm making gear in the locker room. I'm making gear on the airplane. I'm making gear on the bus. I'm making gear in the car rides. I have a traveling sewing machine that I bring now, or I just Instacart a sewing machine sometimes. Like sometimes I get to the PLEs and I have to Instacart a sewing machine so I can finish my gear in the hotel.
Wow.
But it's a love-hate relationship.
That's commitment, right?
Yeah,
there.
it's a huge commitment. And like I said, I save money sometimes, but I don't save time. But I just have so much pride in it now. So like when I look at my action figures and I see myself in the video game, when I see myself up on like billboards and posters, I'm like, I made that gear.
Yeah.
So it's like a part of my identity now.
That's so funny because you mentioned fan created. That's the thing that's happening.
Yeah.
It's been happening for the last few years, but now it's even more like out in your face. Somebody's going to put on Instagram designs they made and things of that nature. I never know. People say all the time, like, I designed your Clash at the Castle robe. I'm like, well, did you? I like, because Sandra, who has been my gear individual for so long.
She's amazing.
She has times where she does it all herself. She has times where she has someone design it. She has, but I never know. So like everyone who says it, I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's really, I never know with her, and she's amazing, and that's an incredible skill to have. I feel like the only wrestler I knew, Claudio, could do that. A few others can do that. That's baller. I would be remiss if I did not ask, in this position you're in terms of you're a role model for all these young kiddos. You really are. There's so many people here that we say is a role model. And it's not talking about the actual term. Like, I mean, like, we're supposed to be, but some people don't necessarily check all the boxes. You check every box in terms of like little kids and not just little kids, young adults, everybody wanting to succeed and follow a path like yours. I'm interested because you have family who also blazed a path. Great grandfather, grandfather, and your aunt. Can you kind of expand on that for?
Yeah, I have a very rich history. As far as my grandfather was a doctor. He went to Meharry. He was a nutritionist. He was he traveled to third world countries, and he really specialized in putting vitamins in like low budget foods. So for, potato chips or Kool-Aid, the vitamins that are in potato chips and Kool-Aid, like he was one of the nutritionists that was a part of that put those vitamins and those type of snacks. So, for inner city kids or for people that were stricken with poverty and could only afford, certain snacks, they want to make sure that they were getting vitamins. My uncle was one of the first Black electricians in North Carolina.
Wow.
They had one of the first refrigerators or microwaves in their house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a lot of rich history, education, and just, being African American and making history. It's a lot of rich history there, my family.
This is I don't even know how I would word it. I feel like a lot of times with pro wrestling, this is a lot of white people's opinions. This is the best way to put it on anything African American, Black in sports entertainment. Is there an annoying aspect to like that part of the culture in terms of all these voices out there and voicing their opinions, but not really being in your shoes, not having kind of walked a day in your life?
Such a broad question, because I can answer it in so many different ways.
I think I'm asking specifically because I am one of the dumb white opinions. So I'm asking because I grew up in the South, and I grew up in the next to the county that is the most voted red in the entire U.S. and over the time and traveling, and I'm blessed to have had this job and all that because the world opens up for you. Yeah. You realize like, no, had it wrong. And every day I try to kind of look into it as far as this is everything in terms of just advancing my own education on all of our culture.
Yeah. I think for me, like the most broad answer I can give to is it's black people aren't a monolith.
Right.
Like we're not a monolith at all.
Yeah.
We're so diverse. Like
Yeah.
there's not one type of black. And that was one thing that when I was in NXT, you know, and I was even now I'm very intentional about bringing my culture to the table
Yeah.
and making it known that there's not one type of black. So when I was in NXT for Black History Month, I did a photo shoot where I had all the girls come. It was Black History Month, and we all wore different shades of blue.
Yeah.
And we were trying to represent that there's not one type of black. Like
Yeah.
we're all different shades of blue, but at the end of the day, it's still blue. So, you know, you.
That makes me regret my question. And it's such a good answer. That is the answer.
Yeah,
God.
and that's why, like, even being in WWE, I love being in WWE because we do have a diverse, like, representation is important, right?
Yeah.
But it's more important for me that we have diverse representation.
Yeah.
So it was one point in time where I looked around and I was like, wait, I'm the only black girl here
Yeah.
because like where did everybody go? And now I feel like we're getting back to where we have, you know, me, Naomi, Jade, Michin, and then in NXT, you know, they just had a match and it was so many women of color in that match, but we all have our own interests, you know, we all represent something different, and it's important because anybody can tune into WWE and see someone that looks like them, and we don't all have to be in one box.
Sure.
And we get to define what our box is and what we want to put in, what we want to take out. And you know, for me specifically, I feel like, you know, when I'm in the ring, I might clap my hands, I might take my earrings off, I might, you know, talk a certain way, but that doesn't mean that I'm not educated. Right? I went to college, I'm educated.
Yeah.
Where
You went to 3 colleges.
I went to 3 colleges.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that I can represent my full self. Telling me to not take my earrings off or telling me not to clap or not talk a certain way. And only show that you're educated. Well, you're telling me to hide a part of myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm educated, but I'm also this. And where I'm from in Knoxville, Tennessee, is so many people that talk like me and do all that, and they're educated as well. So I want to be that representation for people to show, just because somebody might not look the way you think they should look, or talk the way, or they have a certain accent, or they might move their head too much or clap their hands too much, maybe now you'll not write them off as not being educated or being professional, because they can be educated and they are educated and they are professional. I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes total sense.
So
I was about to just say, you're not just looking for representation, you're looking for real representation. Not what is assumed would be representation. Hey, not that we just checked this box. No, like, it's far deeper, not a monolith, like you said. Everyone very unique in terms of their representation, what they're bringing. That's
you don't have to code switch in order to be accepted. You know,
it's the best answer ever on this show.
But you don't have to. You should have to code switch to be accepted or be seen as educated, or, you know, pick and choose.
Oh, wow, no, I
Sorry, I could ramble all day.
No, I worded my question so poorly now that I'm like, but the answer was so thank you very much for that. We like to play this game here on this show, courtesy, again, these libations of our friends at Wheatley American Vodka. This right here is the Wheatley commercial and jingle, and I'm going to have you watch it, and then I'm going to have you put your own spin on it.
Like I have to remix it?
Not necessarily.
So good, I drink it. This song right here is the red, white, and blue. You got good taste, and you drink like it too. Wee, so good, I drink it neat. American vodka.
So, Wheatley, so good, I drink it neatly. If you were to remove neatly from the occasion, Wheatley, so good, I drink it
weekly.
We haven't had it, right? Nobody's. See, that was right there. That was great.
And it rhymes.
No, that was, and we've had,
and it keeps sales up.
We've had people like, you got to come back on the week. We've had people get so jammed up, and it's like, you know, it doesn't have to rhyme, it doesn't, but that was it. That's the one.
That was like the smart answer, right? It wasn't very fun.
I think we've heard completely, discreetly, weekly. I don't think discreetly is the best one if you're ultimately looking at it. Like, hide your Wheatley vodka, you know?
My answer could have gone like on a commercial.
Yeah.
Drink it weekly. Go to the bar with your friends. Have fun on the weekends, you know?
A byproduct of doing this show was the bus always has Wheatley vodka on it until last weekend. until the PLE, until Money in the Bank. Way too many people said, "Can I stop by the bus?" Everybody got some, but we realized we needed to re-up for today.
Oh.
So yeah, I need to stop saying, "Oh, it's always there. Go get it." It's always there because
That's your, you know,
Yeah.
that's your motto. You're living by weekly.
one
Come
talent.
by
you-
weekly.
You can probably guess who, because I had an infamous press event with him.
Oh, yeah.
He took more than one,
Of
which yes. So I thought, really, you know. But hey, everyone's drinking safely, and yeah, no,
We're all adults here.
yeah, we're all
right?
adults.
We're
Weekly,
adults.
Wheatley, so good. I drink it weekly.
Weekly.
Bianca, thank
Weekly.
you.
Thank you. I'm proud of myself on that game. Usually I'm not good at games.
No, you nailed it.
I'm every game show I've been on, I've
Yeah.
done really bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, this was good. Thank you very much for coming on here. Busy
Thank
TV
you.
day. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you very, very
I
much.
love the conversation.
Yeah, no, we have to be. I feel
know.
like, guys, I don't want it edited that I want to gain that much weight because I want to put it out in the universe. So if people are like, I'm complimenting myself, but if there's a Legend SmackDown 10 years from now, they're like, bro, don't put him out there. I'll still be, but I want to be like, I want to be able to still do the moves. That'd be great. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, because a lot of the bigger dudes can go. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, Adrian Adonis was like 400 pounds at one point in his career, and he was moving like he was a cruiserweight.
Actually, it actually makes it impressive.
Yes, you're subverting the
That could be your
expectation.
new thing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Time to get fat.
I also have to say, thank you for doing what you do, because my nephew, Sebastian.
yeah, we gotta shout him out.
We gotta shout Sebastian out.
Yeah.
He is a huge fan of you. He's Cody Rhodes all day, every day. He has all your action figures. And you've done so many. I feel like I always come to you like, can you do this one
my
video?
dude.
Can you sign this? Can you let him wear your jacket?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm not asking Cody to do anything else for Sebastian.
No.
But he loves you to death. And
Sebastian was there for
Yeah.
WrestleMania 39 and 40, right?
Sebastian has been to 4 WrestleManias.
Because 39, I know he took it hard.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
the journey all the way back to 4 I was like,
Oh.
in my
He
mind, I was
was-
like, I'm gonna lose Sebastian. I don't think he's gonna stay on
No,
board.
it made him love you more. He went through it
Aw.
WrestleMania 39, and then the next night, it was my daddy said.
Oh.
My daddy told me, he said, oh, I hope Cody does something great tonight, because Sebastian was devastated last night.
So the opposite, get murdered
And
in
then
the
it
main
was
event.
it was
Yeah.
really, really bad the
Yeah.
next day. But then it just made him more of a fan of you. But he always says he feels like he looks like you, because he has albinism
Yeah.
and he has blonde hair. I think it's the blonde hair too. But
Yeah. Can we use a
Um,
picture of him?
yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's my dude.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
even took a picture with his traveling Stanley.
Yeah.
You made him the coolest kid in school. So
My guy.
and my niece you're now her favorite.
Are they in on it?
So you're getting all the kids. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Every now and then a kid will tweet like, or a parent will tweet like, such and such's first show is a little like 8-year-old or whatever, and it's I'm just seeing it after the show, and it'll have been out of night that like Jacob Fatu jumped me ringside, and I'm thinking like, I wonder how they left. I wonder if they left like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I think it just makes them, root for you more. But
Yeah.
yeah, they're absolutely in love with Cody Rhodes.
I love
he,
this.
he sent you that, like, we told him to make a thank you video.
Yeah.
And he sent like 6 minutes
my guy.
of him showing you him playing with all your toys.
That's my guy. Bianca, thank you. Triple Crown. Cover of WWE 2K24. Cover athletes. All American. Role model. All these wonderful things.
We both won an SP.
We did both win an SB. Do you know my SB is prominently displayed more than anything else?
Yeah.
It's like
mine
right in
too.
the center of our fireplace.
Yep.
I don't
It's
have.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's such
Yeah.
a cool looking deal.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha.
Huge accomplishment. We got to cheers to
Ha.
that.
You guys go get you an SB. You know what I'm saying? Well, this was the best. Oh, I can't even do a pun. Oh man, I can't.
Why not? See, you caught on, so now you get it.
Yeah,
right?
no, I caught on. This was the greatest episode that we've done. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for having me.
That's fun.
Thank you.